Hi girls. So, today Jack decided to join us because Gemma had told him how much she enjoyed the story sums yesterday. So he'd like to listen to how to solve the story sums that you did yesterday. So, Jack, are you ready? Listen carefully and check your work as I go through it. If you got it wrong, don't worry. Let's get started. Ivanka lost 5 teeth during lockdown. If the tooth mouse gave her 38 rand for every tooth, how much money did she get in total? So, we would have to say 38 plus 38 plus 38 plus 38 plus 38 to find out how much money she would get for 5 teeth. And a shorter way of doing it is saying 38 multiplied by 5. So there is my important information. Right, so I'm working with money. So I'm working out the amount of money. So I say 38 rand multiplied by 5. On the side I work it out. 38 multiplied by 5. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. So she gets 190 rand in total. This next one is a little bit tricky. Dad shared 340 rand equally between my 3 cousins and I. How much money did we each get? Where's my important information? 340 rand, and here's the tricky part. 3 cousins and I. So, how many people in total? That would be 4 people in total. So, once again, we are working out the amount of money. So, when we share things, we are actually dividing it up. So, it's a good clue for my number sentence. 340 divided by 4 for the 4 people. So, I take a house sum, 340 divided by 4. 3 divided by 4 we can't do. 34 divided by 4, I know 8 times 4 is 32, which means there's 2 left over, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So each person gets 85 rand. During lockdown, Lumi and Imanati decided to have a movie day. Lumi ate 1,701 jelly beans. If they ate 2,746 altogether, how many did Imanati eat? Wow, that's certainly a lot of jelly beans. So there's my important information and there's my important information. Now, remember, on Monday I did an example where we had the final amount altogether. And then I knew what one part was, and I didn't know what the missing part was to get to my total. Okay, so that is the total. So I had to take one of the parts and subtract it from the total to find out what the other part was. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the number of jelly beans. So, take my total, 2,746, and I subtract one part, 1,701, and then I will find out what Imanati's part is. Okay, so on the side, I work it out, 2,746 minus 1,701. 6 minus 1 is 5, 4 minus 0 is 4, 7 minus 7 is 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So we know that Eminati ate 1,045 jelly beans. Kate baked some scones last week. 16 came out nice and big, and 7 turned out small, but still tasty. Aya, and here's a spelling mistake, Aya baked 4 times as many scones as Kate. How many scones did Aya bake in total? Right, so we know we are looking for the number of scones. What's important here is they did not ask you how many nice and big ones Aya baked, nor are they asking you how many small ones. They want to know the total. So we've got to take Kate's 2 amounts, which is 16 plus 7, and work out how much she baked in total, which is 16 plus 7 is 23. Now we know that Aya baked 4 times as many. And there's your clue, times 23 times multiplied by 4. Okay, so we've got 2 number sentences for this sum. And this sum we have to work out on the side. 23 multiplied by 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So we know that Aya baked 92 scones. Finally, Chloe has 96 pages left to read in her book. She reads 6 pages a day. How many days will it take her to finish her book? So, here's our clue. How many days? So we are looking for the number of days. So if she reads 96, or she has to read 96 pages, and she reads 6 pages a day, I can divide these pages into groups of 6 to find out the number of days. So on the side I do my house sum, 96 divided by 6. 9 divided by 6 is 1, remainder 3. 36 divided by 6 is 6. So it's going to take her 16 days. Okay girls, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope that you're getting better at story sums. Can you see how tired Jack looks? Because that was a lot of hard work. So, after today's work, you are going to go watch 2 YouTube videos on fractions, and then you can complete your first fraction worksheet. Tomorrow, there's another YouTube video or 2 on comparing fractions, and then there's some worksheet for you to complete. Friday, don't forget, is mental maths. There's no video on Friday. I look forward to seeing you girls, hopefully soon. Love and miss you all.